Hello, everyone, and welcome to Founder to Founder. Today we are with Miss Amanda Comage-Trower. Did I say that right? Yes. Okay. And we are here in her microschool, which is beautiful, by the way. So, just to start, I want to hear more about you, your background, and then we're going to talk about your microschool and the amazing things that you're doing. Your other background sounds chill. So about me, I started mental health healing house about 4 years ago. We started, but everything fell not too far. We were about 20 minutes away. Okay. On the side of a house renovated. So we were there for the 4.5 years, and then we got this donated to us by TLC. Okay. And so this is our second year of our microschool. And it's a big super exciting. Yeah. I mean, this place is beautiful. I mean, obviously you're actually kind of a veteran in this space. Like a lot of micro schools, this is like it's budding, but it's starting to explode. Yeah. Yeah. So tell me more about your philosophy with your micro school and who you serve. Mhm. So we are a multi-age, multi-grade campus. So we have all of our pre-K all the way up to our grade 12 working together. We hire 16-year-olds plus to work alongside the students. And then we also offer classes and things for the camp. So we are serious when we say we're multi-age and multi-grade. We go all the way across the board. Um, and we decided to do that because we feel like the older ones can really mentor. And then in Arizona, we were struggling with our teenagers who were getting a background because they're saying, they're gang affiliated, they're this. And so our philosophy really was to just show them that the teenagers are they really have a lot to get. And seeing them pouring into like the preschoolers, the first grade, second graders, is just beautiful. Yeah. So the whole idea of bringing the littles on with the older ones was just like it's something I've always wanted. So this is our first year actually doing the multi-age all the way from preschool all the way up. Wow. I definitely want to touch on the teenagers for a bit, but I want to kind of go back a little bit and talk about how you started in your home. Okay. And what started all of that for you? Like, why did you decide, like, you know what, we're going to do this here? When I became a therapist, I was working in a clinic. Okay. And just wasn't fulfilled. I wanted my families to be connected. I wanted to know who they were and what they were really going through, not just what I saw on paper. So I moved out of the clinic into the house and then I started just therapeutic life, even social skills. And then my families were craving more of school. We were going out and we were seeing a lot of kids inside of their school and they were just struggling. They were struggling with their emotions. They were struggling because they had changing family dynamics. And a lot of the schools are not set up to give them that flexibility, especially if they have a parent that's dying or something. They miss so many days. And the schools are, requiring for them to be there a certain amount of time. They need to, make up their homework. And so it just wasn't working for a lot of my clients and, their schools. So what I was kind of rolled into was starting a school for those children. So that anything that are in alternative school education, so the unschooling, microschoolers, the homeschooling children who are missing the mental health part and then the social skill, all of those things, because again, educators educating, they're giving the core, but if they're not in a school district, they're missing out on being able to have the mental health. The counselor saying, hey, we need to get you here, we need that. So then that's where we're stepping in. We're saying, hey, we're here. We've been doing mental health for 40 years. Now let us support you. And the children who come here, they can join in with our full-time students and just take the mental health classes, take the art therapy, music therapy, and all the other things that we have offered. Oh, so that's where it came in as to, okay, they need more. Yeah, okay. Yeah, and I would love to hear more about those therapies. Right when I walked in here, we're surrounded by more. So tell us more about the therapies that you offer, and please. So Again, I offer one-on-one therapeutic play, and that's offered on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, from the morning all the way to the evening. The music therapy, or we have music therapy with Miss Kelly. So we replace regular like classes that were art, like PE, and everything with a therapeutic therapy. Wow, focus. Yeah. So everybody that's hired, they have that experience, or they are certified or licensed therapists. So amazing. We have science, cooking, just a whole variety of different therapists and therapies that are available to us throughout the community.
I will say, like this, the way your program is very unique in marrying like the therapy as well as the microschooling. And I have to say, like, this is so exciting because as educators, so I'm an educator outside of my microschool, I have the therapy side.
Yeah.
So, and there's so many kids in the space, they've left like a traumatic educational background. They have a traumatic educational background and they're looking for something new.
Yeah.
Do you find that you are getting kids that have experienced trauma in traditional settings and they come to you?
Exactly. Many of them just felt like they didn't fit in. Like they had anywhere to go, they didn't have anybody to talk to. And so then they're thrown into a setting where there's 20 plus children, and then nobody to recognize it. But they don't feel that way because who are they to? And then if they had anxiety, then they really withdraw. And then that's where we get the isolation. They don't want to. And then they get those big behaviors. It's like, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that. The teacher doesn't have to really sit down and say, okay, why? Or let's go sit in the, chair and just talk about our feelings. And it's not their fault. It's just they have a bigger setting. So that's really where we want to focus. Yes, be able to serve those kids.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of them out.
Yeah, there's a lot of them out there. I know, like, with my microschool, parents will come and, like, my child needs this specific thing. And sometimes I can't accommodate the parents. So I really like that microschools there's a variety of yes, with a variety of backgrounds.
Yes. Yeah.
That we can start to serve more and more kids in the way they need to be served. So I want to circle back to your teenagers. The teenagers, and because you mentioned something interesting about the teenagers getting a bad rap.
Yeah.
So how are they doing in this space and helping me the baby?
Yeah, they're doing so well. They surpassed anything that I could have thought of.
Yeah.
Their ideas are fresh. Even some are mine where they come in, I'm like, hey, so
Yeah.
this or that. And so they just are amazing forward thinkers. They are in tune with the kids and what they need, and then they'll think back to like, I remember when I was in fifth grade and I felt this way, and then they'll talk to the kids. And so it gives it a really good, fresh, like, just support for the students. So they enjoy it. They're like, yeah, they're student. So, oh, you're my student. And someone can't say it, but they know they are. They know to go to them for support. They know to just go and talk to them. So I'm so satisfied and happy with how it's been going, and this is only our third week.
Okay. Yeah, it's just
So they're getting it down. They're speaking, they're communicating. It's all that.
awesome. So I definitely want to talk to you about like the landscape in Arizona that has helped you start your microschool. So I'm from the background, so we don't have a lot of resources and stuff for microschool. You'll find Arizona to be fascinating because in some spaces this is considered like the gold standard.
Yeah.
So tell me more about like Arizona and how it's helped your microschool.
Arizona has been good to me. They've really been working in this environment for many years.
Okay.
So I've worked with Preschool Center, yes. So I built like a community, and people, they've been pouring into us. This whole farming community has poured into us. They have volunteered, they're committed to teach children how to sew, how to cook. So many different, so many different just volunteers to just come in and pour into the children. And then we have the ESA program, which has been amazing to help the families that can't afford private pay. When they help them and be able to support, them financially. So yeah, just everything in Arizona has just been amazing to us. Even businesses have been pouring in to say, hey, that Captain Queen Creek, just amazing. And they are an amusement area with bowling and video games, movies. I do therapy there for their miniature. Okay. To teach patients, and then we just go for movies or whatever, but they're just super supportive. Wow. So yeah. So we have a lot in the community, a lot of things that help us.
Oh, that's amazing. Because like in my community, like a lot of businesses don't necessarily know what a microschool is. So it's refreshing to hear that like the community is very plugged into like how kids are doing,
Yeah.
and how they're starting to succeed and about that.
They are. And it's getting out there. It's on the news a lot. So just knowing that families are able to come and take advantage of some of the things like the econ and this. We have a 4-H program every Tuesday and Thursday. So the kids are out there, they're interacting with the horses, they're interacting with all the other animals. We have another local farm that's around the corner that they walk to get to see with all of her animals, and she's helping with the program. So they are just really surrounded by so much love, and, all of the activities and things for to.
That's amazing. So within your micro school, like what are your ratios as far as like student to teacher? I don't know if you don't call them teachers.
Yeah, teachers there. Teachers. Honestly, that because even in our whole environment, the way it looks, the way it feels, because we wanted to make sure that if we have an unschooling family, which we do have two of them,
Okay.
that they come and make it feel just as comfortable as any of the other children. So they don't have the traditional like, poor academics. They steer away from all. So when they come here, it still feels welcoming to them as well. So yeah, that answer your question.
Yeah. And I love the community aspect of your micro school is like that's what's important to me as well, like creating that sense of community.
Yeah.
And you mentioned that you look for services for parents as well to stand on.
And so we have connection, communication, and correction program.
Okay.
So that is two therapists who are working with one with the child, one with the parent.
Okay.
And then we're helping them in different parts like communication, in different parts of connecting. And then we bring them together for correction. So what needs to be done? So then that just kind of helps them build their bond. We have sample healing, and that's at the end of every month on a Thursday. The parents can come in and just kind of just heal on a farm. And so she brings her samples and she plays that for them. We have parents that well. We have inner child classes for the parents, and then we have one that's coming up in September for the couple. So they can learn communication. So we bring in uh, two couples who are students in counseling for adults. And they're going to come in and just kind of teach them how to communicate with each other. We know that affects the children and then whole family units. So yeah.
I think that's a beautiful thing because like I think with public school, at least when I taught in public school, we're so focused on kids and test scores and how they're doing, but then we forget about the whole family part. With us, they're at home with their parents, and parents go through things as well. That's an awesome thing, a resource to offer families because they need it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And especially with our the type of children that we serve, a lot of them are struggling. The families are separated or divorced, or one of the parents are passing away or dying. So they need the support. Parents need the support, the siblings of the children, because we have some children where their siblings are still at public school or another school, and it's okay because we support all the school choice. But if they need that extra help, then we're here. So back to ratio.
Yeah.
We have 10, and that is for our pre-current kids. Okay. That way we're able to just, like actually we had a last minute field trip. We're feeling like big emotions. It's like, okay, what can we do? And everybody wanted to get here. He told me, okay, so let's go. And we went on a field trip. So our small numbers allow us to meet children where they are. It allows us to connect with the families when they come in the door, see how their day went. Down in that as well, because that's the most important parents. And then, we bring them in the children because parents are the ones that give us a clue as to what's going on with the kid. What do you want for your child? And then we can help meet the needs of the kid. So yeah. So our small numbers are purposeful so that we can meet the needs of the children. And then we bring in members, and those are been on our campus who would have no more 15
It's
children.
amazing, like that small field.
Yeah.
So then they can build these lasting relationships.
Yeah.
And where did you guys go for your field trip?
We went to the Arizona Natural Museum of History. So, so all the sensory experience there.
So you guys have like a band on campus where you take the kids?
No. So we have again parent volunteers, and the parents were feeling it too, so they knew. So we just all went together and just had a really good time. We went and ice cream, and then we came back, lunch together, and then played some games, and that was okay. So that's what I love about alternative education is that we can adjust. I mean, that's the microschools. We can adjust. We can say, hey, this isn't meeting the kids' need today. Yes, we know that they need to know their math and everything. But what if we go out and we shoot phones instead? Or what if we go out and we look at the animals and like how many are those? And we're still incorporating math, but we're just doing it in a different way.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So I love it.
Yeah, it's like being able to be responsive.
Yeah.
In the moment. Yeah. So what they're getting, which is so amazing. And I love that you just want to listen and feel true. Because they need that in like this spontaneity of like, hey guys, like let's blow this.
Yeah. But like we need to get out of here.
Yeah.
Next week we're going swimming and then bowling.
Okay.
In the afternoon so that they could bond with our afternoon as well. Because morning always gets the field trips and all of those things. So I want to make sure that they're bonding with their afternoon staff so then they're going to go bowling with them.
Okay. Let's dive into a little bit your scheduling. So you mentioned full time. So do you offer full time and like flexi scheduling? Like what does that look like exactly?
So our full time is 6.5 hours a day. And again, that is very flexible for them because they're core.
Okay.
So they have a flexible morning to get here between 8 and 9. So we get them at 8:57, 8:59, just any time that they come so that the kids can sleep in if they need to. They are beautiful. If they need to miss a day because something's happening, one of our families' dad has surgery, so they're going to be out that day, and they're going to take their core with them, working the way, and then be there for the family because we know if they come to school, their mind is on their parent, not on what we're doing here, and that's where it should be. Like if you're doing surgery, and we need to support that. So they're going to stay home. I'm going to actually go out and just visit the family in a way and see their So that also gives us chances there to make sure that families are doing well. So, like, they just have flexibility throughout their whole entire if they don't need to be here all day, they have an option where they can come 2 days a week, any 2 days a week, between Tuesday and Friday, on hours for.
Okay.
And then if they don't need us that much, they have flexibility to join us monthly, and then they can come whenever they want. So that's 2 hours every week throughout the month. So then they can just come, they can join therapy, they can just join a class. Maybe the child doesn't need it, but mom does. Or dad does. So then they can come to a class as well and use one of their 2 hours for them, bring their child. Okay. So it's very flexible across the board again for whatever that age, multi-learning. Parent needs it more child that week, then they can come, and then child from stay home, and then next week the whole time their kid and their so it's amazing. Thank you.
Like the way you describe your microschool, it almost feels like a community.
Yeah.
But like a community center government.
Yeah.
The parents can come for therapies and support, and the kids are here as well. And there's not this brick wall between parents and their kids when they go to school.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that is beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you for what you're doing.
Thank you.
Amazing. Truly. So to wrap up, if there was a parent out there and they're struggling, the kids at public school or charter school or wherever, and they don't know what to do, what kind of advice would you give them?
I would suggest that they get quiet and they spend some time to figure out what is it that they really want for their child. Not what they heard that they should have for their child, but what is it that you really want? And then make that list and look at it. And then start to look at what's around you, what's in your community. Because we have some really, really good microschools around the entire city. I mean, amazing microschools. And I'm so the space that we built, we're able to support those microschools as well by helping your kids their mental health so but
Oh,
it's a beautiful opportunity now for a parent to sit through what's going on in their household with their child and decide what do they want. So if their kid is struggling, what school can meet that need? Maybe it is public school because they need more social, they need more routine, they need that in their future goals for something. Yeah, it is, they need a school like ours where we're flexible and we can help them. Or with others, just really researching and knowing what you and even for to ask for or deserve. So that's what my main suggestion would be for them. And if they need us, here.
what, like, tell us where, we'll tell the families out there where they can find you, your website, and all of that.
Okay, so we're in the East Valley, and we are on the campus of TLV boarding, where all the courses are, on Chandler Heights and Power Road. Our website is www.mentalheart.org. And the phone number is 928-371-PLAY. So that's 928-371-7529.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you for showing us around. This is a beautiful space. Thank you for what you do.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
All right. Bye, everyone.